meant to be, just like in a dream. Maybe I'm starting to feel what true love can be. She is out of reach for someone like me. Baby, you keep pushing me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop putting things in my head. Baby, 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 stop tempting me. Is it a dream? Only time will tell.
It was a chain reaction of change that all started with one thing: a gigantic dead ash tree. It was once one of the tallest trees in the nearby forest, but had succumbed to the emerald ash borer beetle, and we were going to fell it and use it for firewood and lumber. But before we could do that, we had to clear out this whole utility area. Now I had another lower utility area that I could move all of that stuff to, but it was currently a mess. Stones and material I had collected over the years that were disorganized and half covered in driveway mix that I was looking forward to finally cleaning up so I could take some inventory. But while I was cleaning those stones up, I thought this might be a good time to finally build that staircase on my little workshop. And so now the task of clearing a space to drop a tree had turned into building a stone staircase. But when you have a long list of to-dos and they're all important to you, sometimes you just have to flow with the inspiration as it comes. And I spruced the whole area up with some driveway mix while I was at it, because it makes things feel fresh and brand new. Oh my God, you gotta see it. I gotta go swim. This is insane. I can't believe I got this done. And every little change was adding so much to the property. Just little things you see on a daily basis that make you feel happy and inspired. And now that the river was fully alive, I was finding my way down there as often as possible. The water was still quite cold, which I always look forward to in the spring, as it doesn't stay this refreshing for long. And so back to work with the organization, cleaning up the lower lot, and getting ready to move everything down. And being fully organized has always been one of my favorite feelings. I always love early June at my parents' house, the house I grew up in. The roadies right in front of the house, when they explode, that to me is the beginning of summer. That's the first sign. This is really one of the best times of year for fly fishing, so my dad and I are always talking about that. And it's always exciting to talk about the garden with my mom. And to see the dogs, to see Hudson and Lucy. And on this day, I stopped by on a golden evening, right around the time that the dogs get their Sundays. And they got to try the brand new fish recipe. Sundays is human-grade dog food. Hudson and Lucy have been eating it for over a year now. The thing that really draws me to it is the total and complete transparency. You can look at every single ingredient, see what it is, why it's used. The whole secret to Sundays is that it's air-dried, so all of the nutrients are locked in and it becomes shelf-stable. Fish is one of my favorite things to eat personally, and we eat a lot of whitefish and salmon ourselves, and that's exactly what's in this miss new Sundays. That and a whole bunch of superfoods. Blueberries, broccoli. There's nothing in this package that I wouldn't eat myself. And that's the way it should be. We love our dogs to death. They're our best friends. We should feed them the best food we possibly can. And Sundays makes it possible because you don't have to do any prep work. There's no mess. It's just pour and serve. Hudson is getting older. He's pushing a decade old. And so it really does feel good to feed him the highest quality food he can get. So start feeding your dog the 100% meat and superfoods that they deserve. Get 50% off your first order using my link or my code TROUT at checkout. And the link is in the video description below. Thank you to Sundays for sponsoring this video. And now back to the story.
You should see that. You should see the iris.
Ash tree right next to each other. And there was some hummingbird rehab before a mini barn party in honor of Galen's birthday.
Someday soon. Want the jerky faces of Fiddle. Okay.
Not good. Good luck. No. The baby door's not request yet. What? Oh yeah.
It's a lot. Yes.
I mean, it's what I asked for, and that's what I'm being given.
Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit. That would be the candy.
I think that's the candy.
Yeah. Should we roll the cart?
Ah, pizza cart. I see that.
Or because I leave this place in less than a week.
I feel like it's another sliced pizza type of story.
Yeah, it is. It's a multiple pizza kind of story.
I love the look of the natural shiplap. It just looks fresh and new and it smells good. Allie wants to paint this all white, and if it was just pure white, I would say absolutely not, but it is a light stain, so it allows some of the grain and the knots to still show through. She did it in her office upstairs, and it does look pretty cool. It's a totally different thing. We are gonna have a light floor and probably a raw shiplap ceiling, so I can understand adding a little bit of contrast. I'm just not sure how I feel overall, but I guess we'll see how this plays out. Building a home with someone takes compromise, and at the end of the day, we both just want a nice, clean, finished house. And every step we make towards that is a win. And in tandem with the basement reno were tons of new yard and garden ideas, where we had to remove as many Japanese knotweed roots as we could find. We were building a cut flower patch for Allie's natural products, where we could also plant some more vegetables and a couple other exciting new homestead things that we were taking on. with the new teeth and some new bushings on the Mini and everything running good, I finally made it to Allie's parents to dig out her dad's fire pit, which I had promised him I'd do a while back.
Lights down here too.
I know you're not about to cut us off.
And while we were in the mill town, we found a free door for the small greenhouse we want to build at the base of the new flower patch.
Did you see this? Wow.
Oh my god, look at that.
Swizzle? Hold on a second.
Tornado.
And we had one last dinner with Noah and Kylie and saw their garden progress and said goodbye before they headed off to Europe for a while. Oh yeah.
Hello? What are you eating, the grass?
She is.
Oh, good. That's great.
So I've been working on a huge client video for the past couple weeks in the background, and also working on the yard and the garden and everything. But that's been taking up a lot of my creative video energy. But so a lot of things have happened that I haven't really filmed. So I'm going to give you a little update about the garden and the yard and all the plantings and everything. These are still all about to go into Allie's new herb garden. But I did get these pots for the porch. These will sit down here once they get growing pretty good. That's a cherry tomato, pepper, another pepper. One of my goals was I wanted to just be able to pick food from wherever you are in the property, whether you're on this porch or the porch down there by the shed or over in these chairs that are down there. I want to just be able to pick food from anywhere. This is a cow panel that I put up. Got some flowers that are going to be climbing. These are scarlet, what are they called? Cardinal climbers? Yeah, so these will be beautiful red flowers all over this. But what I was really excited about is these are grapes. This is a grape, a 3-year-old grape. There's one on that side, and then there's blackberries on either side too. But I thought they were going to be, they're all multi-year, you know, they have pretty big root systems, but I thought they were going to be more developed. I don't know if we're going to get anything this year out of them. So this cow panel might end up staying. What I thought was really cool about it was I'll be able to, I usually park this little tractor under here, the lawnmower. And so once this is grown in, especially, it'll look so cool and be a great little place to park the lawnmower. In the back side of this, we've got pumpkins and squash. I forget what this is called, carpet of snow or something. I planted a ton of pumpkins and squash this year and really excited about that. The lawn's growing in good. I'm actually gonna mow today for the first time since I planted the grass seed. It looks pretty patchy still, and it is a little bit. I think once it gets mowed, it'll look more even, but you can see like this was all dirt and now it's mostly green overall. And I'll show you the after I mow, because this is long. This is like up past my ankles. This little area over here, the grass is growing in. I cleared out and all in front of the stone wall, and I'm gonna build a fire pit area over here, which is something we've been lacking at this house ever since we moved in. But look at this. This was completely dirt, well, just a couple weeks ago, and now it's all grass, and it's just going to continue to grow in. So that's going to be, I'm so excited. This is like one of the nicest, flattest areas we have, and at the end there is basically our second garden area. I also cleared all in through here. This was all just basically forest, and now grass is growing in all in through here, this nice little shady grove. I'm gonna put a swing right here. Can't wait for that. the birds are so nice. The garden is fully planted, and then outside of the garden, here's another cow panel with basically like the sides are all pumpkins, and then in here more, which aren't doing super great, which is kind of weird. Watermelon, honeydew melon, watermelon, cucamelons on the inside, on both sides, cantaloupes on that side, watermelons, just all melons. These are giant pumpkins, those ones at the fair that are like 2,000 pounds. So we'll see how that goes. Got sunflowers, which the deer ate the heads off of that one. I gotta plant new ones. Morning glories growing up these trees, these ash trees here. And all this grass is growing in, which is looking great. This used to be, last year, this was like an old decrepit shed and a bunch of trash, and now it's starting to come along. So my whole goal is that this entire area, all swooping down here, is all just pumpkins and vines and everything, and it all just fills in. Made these cool little hangers with these flowering vines that hopefully by the end of summer will be drooping down to the ground. Bought this old metal wheelbarrow off of Facebook Marketplace, filled it with peppers. There's all kinds of peppers in here. I love this little design. And then these are they're like yellow Susan or whatever style. So these should drape out and be all flowering by midsummer, end of summer. So super excited. More sunflowers, garlic patch looking amazing. And then Allie's planting tons of onions, potatoes, and then she's gonna have a bunch of flowers. We're gonna have peas going up this, and we're doing a tiny little, just a sprouting greenhouse there that will move at some point, because this is gonna be a bigger greenhouse next year when we actually build it. But for this year, we're just gonna have a small one there. And then I built this little teepee. Really excited about this. There's another hanging, one of those little hangers I made. And I put these lights everywhere. Wait till you see it at night. More of those cardinal climbers, some interesting squash and style stuff, beans and peas. And then in the front here will be lemon cucumbers. Super excited. This is like twice as much food as we've ever grown. And I couldn't be more excited. Oh yeah, over here too, I've got my hanging strawberries. I've got cherry tomatoes, put some hanging ferns. The wisteria is growing nice. And then I've got more cucamelons here. So it'll just be so fun to be able to sit on this porch and grab a cherry tomato or a cucamelon. And then I got some, nice, they're not flowering right now. It was looking great before, but hibiscus and I forget what this is called, like lemon drop or something like that. But everything's coming along. So we savored these June days, balancing the computer work and all the fun outdoor transformations. Everything on this property was rapidly evolving, and it truly never would be the same. When you combine a vision with a bit of drive, dreams do come true. What was going to happen in the next few weeks would truly be transformative for this property. And while this phase may have taken longer than initially planned, that only sweetened its eventual arrival.